runes. And we go here. So this is useless, the first strike. It does give you good damage, but I think we can do better. So we don't want Dark Harvest. We want to go with Electrocute again. We want to go for one-shotting. Now, this depends. You want to go Dark Harvest if you want to scale. And if you do go Dark Harvest, we will also go Deep Ward and Move Speed. Why? Deep Ward, really good for Kha'Zix, because once you get 3 kills in the early game, you're gonna dominate. So what you're gonna look to do is gank a lot and invade a lot. Deep Ward, really good for vision, and you're gonna use Oracle Lens a lot, so that you can take down their vision. So that when the jungler comes in to do his own jungle, or the enemy team has to walk through their jungle, they're gonna be afraid, because they see the wards, they know that you're fed, and they know that you're coming in and taking down the wards. So we're gonna go with Electrocute here. We're gonna go with these runes as well and save it. We want the move speed. Why? The move speed we want it so that we can run around the map faster. If you do go Dark Harvest, I suggest you go with Sorcery, Absolute Focus, and Gathering APAD. Gathering Storm. Because you can also skill with Dark Harvest, and you can also skill with those runes. So we're gonna level ourselves up. So because we go Electrocute, we go full in and out combo. And what that means is we're gonna evolve our Q. We're gonna do another evolve, we're gonna evolve our W. We don't have to evolve our E, but I think it's more useful since you're going in and then going out. So, these are the rules. We will go with red. Why? Kha'Zix passive slows them by 25%. You go red, and you finish your red smite, you're gonna slow them a lot more. We're gonna go these Ionian boots. We have to go Voltaic. Why? Right now, you slow them so much they cannot get away from you. Right now you can one-shot them, I best believe. So if I put a target here, and let me turn off the minions and everything, I best believe because it's alone, you one-shot it basically. And because it's Electrocute, it does a lot more damage. Now, you could also just do this, and it impairs with the sudden impact. It's really good, and I really do recommend it. So now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go here. We're gonna go to crit items. Collector, we go collector. Right? Collector as a crit item on its own, really good. We will go Infinity Edge. And from here, it really is up to you. You could go for cooldowns, you could go for mana. I don't know. Personally, I would also go Profane or even Hubris. If you're ahead, just go Hubris. You don't even need that many crit items. At least like 3. If you go 3 crit items, it's enough. You could also go this, right? Why Phantom Dance? Your attack speed, really good. Because, look at this. This is insane. Now, it also gives you the ghost, which when you gank, you know, it's really useful. But if not, I guess Navori, same thing. Let's go with LDR. LDR, really good item, as always. And now we just go for either Opportunity or Yoummus. And this is the build. So essentially, what you want to do is this. There you go, it's dead. Bam. It's gone. It's absolutely cooked. And it gives you this move speed that you need, you know? This is enough. This is basically enough for you to just and then leave, you know, like let's say this, and I leave. You know, it does true damage. It literally, that's literally just what it does. Alternate build, because these runes are insane on their own. You don't have to go crit, because the default build is just as good. Maybe in some situations better. You don't need the Profane Hydra if you don't want to farm. Eclipse for a lot of ADs, Mortimus for a lot of APs. You could also go anti-shielding, but I really do recommend these items in general. Now, another combination you can do is you go Voltaic, right? You go Serylda, and these two, the target is never moving. It's not gonna move the whole game. But if you do go this, then make sure to go Infinity Edge, Collector, and because you can't go LDR, you could do this, and it increases your range, as you can see. So once we move around a bit, look. Now, of course you can use your Q as well, but what I'm saying is, in general, you're gonna do a lot more damage when you come in and do this, you know? Like, that is a lot of damage. I think this is also just as good from some standpoint. If I cancel the cooldowns right now, because it's really good in fights when you think about it, right? You just do these combos, you kind of run around. But the problem is, with Navori, I don't think it's gonna go well with this, because this is insta-kill and leave. So, maybe this is like about it for the crit items. For 2 crit items, I believe it's enough. From a logical standpoint, right? You could also go this. I think it's really good if they have like burst and you want shield plus crit. Maybe the mana one. I mean, attacks grant mana on it, so when you do slow them, you gain your mana back. I think I can do a good combo with this, hold on. So, let's say I go Yoummus, right? No. We go to crit items, we go Infinity Edge, Collector. No, Collector, Infinity Edge. We go this, we go Navori. And we go LDR. And this is full crit, 40% lethality. And essentially what you can do with this is you just kind of gain your cooldowns back. I think it's really good because you gain your mana, you gain your health. This is really good if you want to go Kha'Zix crit. You don't have to go this though, because this is already 100% attack crit damage. So what you can go here is, I don't know, something to move around. Yoummus or this one, of course. It's really up to you how you want to do it. Or again, you go Yoummus, and if you do go Yoummus, you just kinda hit him with this combo. But I think the Yoummus as a how do I explain this? So this combo, these items are gonna go really well if we evolve our ult and we go Dark Harvest. That's gonna be way better. So if you want to go Electrocute, crit Kha'Zix, You go Voltaic first. Great item. Second item, always Collector. Into Infinity Edge. Right? Into Serylda or LDR. This is totally up to you, but LDR is good if you want more crit. This is really good if you want to combo the slow. You know? But this is already overkill with the red smite. But this is totally up to you what you want to do. So you got these items. Or you got these items. And this 75% crit. And you could go, I don't know, Immortal Shield going. And then just kind of... This is good. Because it gives you that shield that allows you to actually hit the combo. Yeah. So the build for red, I think we'll take Collector Infinity Edge. Perhaps Profane for the gold farming, which is gonna give you more farm. You're gonna have a lot more burst damage. And it's 50% crit. And then Serylda. So this is totally up to you, but I recommend this. This is way better because you can farm, you have your slow, you have your crit, but you can also sell this and go for the Mortal Shield Bow. If you want the attack speed, you can also go Umbral arrows. But I mean, it's not that good, you know? It's good, but it's not that good. I think 50% crit with these items especially, I think that is just enough. So you can just go this and then you go this and Yoummus. Because with Yoummus you can just kinda like, I don't know. Just pull something like this, or you could like, here's the thing. Full power spike and full damage to maximize damage, this is the best. This is probably the best. But again, you switch LDR or Serylda based on how you want. We have to choose between one. But this is the max damage you're gonna get. Because you're gonna have Electrocute damage, you're gonna have the true damage from sudden impact, you're gonna have Coup de Grace. You're gonna have Hubris. But I recommend buying Hubris maybe as your last item if you're scaling into the late game. Because Kha'Zix doesn't really do that well in scaling, so you buy it as your last choice. But these should be your items. This order. We're just gonna go here. Dark Harvest, Deep Ward, Move Speed. And then we go Sorcery, Absolute Focus, Gathering Storm. This is the mega scale build for Kha'Zix right here. With crit, you're gonna scale into the late game any day, and you can actually just, I don't know, 1v9 by this point in terms of damage. Because with this, they're not gonna do much. They're not gonna do much, and you're gonna kill them before they get to kill you. So what we do here is we evolve our ult first. We evolve our Q. And we evolve our W, I believe. Let me think about this. So, because you get the move speed, the blue is kind of good. The vision on W is not really needed. I think good. And now we upgrade the rest. Now, into the build. Blue. We just go blue. We stack our blue. We turn off these. So for our target, this is already a lot of damage. Okay, this is already great damage. We got Boots of Lucidity. First item, Yoummus. Really good. It's really good. Second item, Collector. Let me go crit. Where is it? Navori, Essence Reaver, Infinite Edge. These two are if you need the cooldowns, but in the late game I don't think you will, right? Like, yeah, this is not that. Yeah. This is only situational. If you want to mess around, I wouldn't. We're gonna take this, and we're gonna take Hubris. How much crit is this? This is 75% crit, 407 AD. 407 AD by default with these items. One thing you can do here is you replace Yoummus with Profane. Because you get 680, this is a total of 120 AD by default. This is a lot of damage by default. You can also just leave it 50% crit, and then you can just go Yoummus. This is 430 AD. Again, really good items. Now why am I saying that this is good? Because if you go into a game and you constantly place wards, and from time to time, like, look at this, it has 4 health bars, has longer durability. If you go, okay, so, an idea I just got was, instead of this, because your power spike is really good, if you want to go full vision Kha'Zix, what you can do is you go Umbral Glaive, so you don't have to go Oracle, and you keep your words. You don't go Yoummus anymore, you just go straight to Hubris or Collector and then Hubris, but again, I recommend keeping Collector last most of the time. Infinity Edge and LDR. This is gonna one-shot anything. You have only 407 AD, but from a logical standpoint, I believe this is a bit better. If you don't want Hubris, last item you could also go Profane, if you want to bully them hard. But again, it's still 407, but this is like situational. Umbral Glaive, because of your really good passive, and this is a lot of burst damage, and I love it. Because you're gonna do burst damage all around them, and it could actually insta-kill them. So, if you want to go for sneaky picks, you go Yoummus. If you want to go for farm, you go Profane. If you want to scale, you go Hubris and Yoummus, or Opportunity and Hubris as items, not as first items in general. Opportunity, really good because it does even more burst damage. But it's not that needed, it's a bit forced. You know. But this build, with Dark Harvest, you have a lot of AD scaling. And that's why I said if you want to go Dark Harvest, you have to go Hubris. And then you go Collector with this and this as well. And yeah, 3 crit items, and from here you could go anything. Farming, Profane. Move speed and versatility, Yoummus. Survivability, Edge of Night for anti-CC. Again, these items are still available for shielding if you need some, anti-shielding, any lethality item that you want to buy is strictly situational, and all of this is just situational. But me personally, what I would buy is either Umbral Glaive here or Yoummus. These are the two items I would go for. Or, yeah, I guess these three items are situational. It depends how early you want your power spike. Yeah. This is for words. So if you want to play for words, I think it's best if you go this and you sell Hubris and you go Profane. And then you sell this later in the game, or you sell this later in the game for Hubris. Because if you scale into the late game, your farm is gonna do jack shit. But because you're winning, you will want to go anti-vision. If you're losing, you're selling this. You don't need that. You're selling that and you're going Hubris, and this is the build you're going for. If you're winning, you're selling the farm item, you go this and this. Or Yoummus.
Death from afar.
Right. Because if you're winning, or you think you could win the game, you go Hubris. If you're hard losing, you don't go this. Because, how do I explain it? If you're winning and you go Umbral Glaive into Yoummus, you walk around the map in their jungle, you break all of their words, and you can camp them the whole game. They're not gonna like it. And because you're playing with sudden impact, you could be sitting in a ward like this, Yoummus, WEQ, one shot, he's dead, and then you run away again. And because you have Yoummus, let's reset cooldowns. Because you have Yoummus, right?
Endless hunger.
You stay in your ult, you go Yoummus, you leave, bam, Q, bam, leave. These combos are deadly. They are deadly and they are good. So this is the Kha'Zix crit build. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll make a video on the Zed, and I'll make a crit assassin series because I'm working on, because I made Mastery. Mastery is pretty simple, but I'll do a cover on it as well. Yeah, this is basically a